And we are live. It is time to get started. I'm your host, Get Good Fox. I am the commander of Ronin Fox Armored Security. This is the Fox Republic, and we are going to be playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries with all of the DLCs and none of the mods, except for Mech Attribute Viewer. But that doesn't affect the gameplay, so vanilla gameplay with DLCs. As usual, I'm joined by my co-host, Dr. Sheriff Crab. How are you doing today?
I am doing very good. A little less tired than I was on Wednesday, and a lot more excited since it is now the weekend.
Oh, is it? Is it Friday?
It is Friday, yes.
Yeah, I always forget what day it is, to be honest. I just know that, I don't know, I guess as a content creator, I just know when it's time to do something, and that's it. I don't know anything else. I just know that it is now time to get on the farm, like start the Sigma grind, but that's about all I know. I'm often caught by surprise when the month changes. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure this is the last day of, isn't this the last day of January? Yeah, so, yeah, this is the last day of January. But, yeah, we're gonna get back into it, you know, like, I am the most Sigma of grinders, so, I mean, I guess that's not entirely true, otherwise I would have a completely finished profile in MechWarrior 5 where I have one of every single mech. I think the problem is that I always delete my profiles. I never save one as, like, a designated storage playthrough. I should do that, though, because it would be really nice to be able to, like, because, like, sometimes I'll ask members of the community for references on, oh, what is the commonality of this mech, or can you give me a quick snapshot of the in-game description of this mech? I think, and like I said, I've had some profiles that were very close to being completed, but I always delete them, and so it just winds up that I lose all of that. I guess it's like I burn my own Alexandria down. So that's something I should probably do. I was actually thinking, this is an idea, and I want to emphasize this is just an idea, so I don't want anyone to think that I'm just going to, like, oh, this is definitely going to happen. I was thinking about picking a day to do community stream gameplay, where I allow anyone on the stream. Not everyone will be allowed to talk, because, like, I don't know who's going to, like, flip out and say some strange gamer words, but, like, I will allow anyone to join the party, and then, you know, the people I have a little more faith in will be able to join the chat as well, and maybe it'd be a longer stream, maybe, like, you know, just a longer stream, and people can drop in, drop out, and I would probably use that playthrough as the process of making a storage playthrough, and maybe I would do it like once a week, and I guess the channel members would get priority. They would get priority seating. That's something I've been considering. I'm not saying I will do that, but it's an idea I've been toying with. Let me go ahead and reveal the stream, though, and let's see what's going on down in Chatville. Ryback is here. He says ... Well, I guess he's a little bit like, he's caught speechless by the idea that we are, in fact, back today, on the day that I scheduled that we would be back. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish up the Kestrel Lancers. We almost beat Kestrel Lancers in one stroke. I don't know if I don't know if we could just do it or not. You know, like, I don't know. Like, we needed a little more time. We probably needed another like 20 minutes or so to do it. But that is the plan. We are going to finish up the Kestrel Lancers, and then we are going to probably target some of the mechs some of the hero mechs. Like, maybe we'll go for the Archer Agent Court or something. I'm not sure. Yep. That's the plan, though. But let's go ahead and get started. So we're on the next mission. I already have it all negotiated out. I already have kind of like a maybe lance. Like, you can change your mech if you like. I just kind of got everything, like, set up.
Yeah, I need to test the thing. I'll run it.
Yeah, that's exactly why I put you in that one, because I was like, you know what? You know, you just redesigned this one, so, you know, let's see how it goes. So this is the mission in the desert where we need to destroy... I don't... What like, you know, like I'm busy. Like, we're getting our mech edging streak started, so you know, I'm not sweating the details.
The Cobras have provided us with the
Like these,
location of a series
like,
of
jamming things in
powerful
it.
ECM arrays.
Yeah, we gotta I gotta like
comms across
jam
the
my
entire
junk
solar
inside
system.
of these things.
If we destroy enough
Damn.
arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized
This is
disruption
slow in this
field
Huggy thing.
and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world.
Right.
If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh wow.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
It's a worthy
I know it's hard
sacrifice to get rid of
hear,
these
but
two.
It's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, McCarran's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Soina. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command.
Wait, why am I letting this
through a
bitch
very
talk?
message
I'm
by
talking.
jump ship.
So I
We
did
know these
adjust
ECM
this
arrays
Jaeger
is our
mech a little
only
bit,
chance at doing that.
and what I'm doing
Not
differently is I'm
exaggerating
actually
when I say
trying
that
out
this time, all our lives are
AC5
depending
single
on this.
fires.
So good luck, Commander.
Normally I don't prefer single fire, but that doesn't mean I won't use it. But I do feel like in this case perhaps the single fire is a better idea because I do plan to kind of snipe with this mech. You know, I'd lay down some like long range fire. And that means I plan to stand still. And I tend to prefer single fire when I am standing still, generally speaking.
Here's a good chance to try it out.
Yeah, so, you know, we'll see. I mean, I don't think I have much hope of hitting this thing. Or at least effectively. Oh, that wasn't bad. I do like how the bullets converge. That's pretty nice.
No, like double standard AC5s are very nice.
Yeah, the
But I
shots
think we need
converge
two of them.
very nicely. Like, I will say I do like that. You know, with this, I don't really necessarily go, like, fully rapid fire on it. Like, I do spend more time trying to line my shots up.
Target destroyed.
Absolutely living up to the Jaeger mech's reputation as a anti-aircraft mech right now.
Destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Strangely,
already-
my legs got a little worked up. What were you saying?
I'm already starting to enjoy this a little bit more actually.
That was a transmission on the
Oh yeah, that's right. So
command
the
line.
sheriff redesigned the Victor because the previous model, it just didn't have the firepower we needed.
Yeah, it won't. That's the only way I can put it.
So hopefully this one does have more fire. I feel like with the Victor you have to do it. Like it just doesn't have enough hard points. I don't think there's any other way to say it. Oh, this rifleman has AC 10s.
Run away from it.
Bit of a fancy here, trying to like lay out some heat. AC 5s versus AC 10s. Oh, he's got rapid fires.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Got a commando coming in. See, like the AC5 is great against these mechs. It's like once the people, I think people have a bad opinion about the AC5 because they think about elite mechs. Because elite mechs have so much damage resistance. That's not the AC5's fault, though. Like honestly, like most weapons are not effective against elite mechs, just because they have so much built-in damage resistance.
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
Now the AC5 is a very, very, very effective weapon.
Yeah, it's
do,
really.
I
I mean,
nothing fancy about it, it just gets the job done.
To me, it feels kind of like the ballistic version of the medium laser.
Yeah.
Like the medium laser, it's just good all the time. You know, there aren't many cases where
Nice work. You're down
where the medium laser isn't good, and I kind of feel the same way about. Oh, this is a Grand Dragon. I wasn't expecting to get shot at with a PPC.
Incoming missile.
Clear the area. That mech is about to go critical.
Target acquired.
Oh, look, this one's the top of the hill.
Target
It destroys like turrets, helicopters, tanks.
Copy on him. The Federated Suns.
Where do you want to go?
Great Sarn is out now.
Let's do the city last. Let's hit that one to the northwest first.
Okay.
Ryback says that he is intrigued by the idea of a community stream. Yeah, like I said, I've been playing with that idea. Like this, one of my goals this year for 2025 is to try to find more ways to encourage community interaction. I feel like I already do interact with my community a decent bit, but that doesn't mean that I can't take things farther. Like one of the things I'm also considering is anime nights on in the Discord. I ran some surveys and polls on it, and I do have some people that seem interested in it.
acquired.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
There's a lot of helicopters in this level, let me tell you.
Tango down.
Spoiler alert, it's not Colonel Westrick's day. He's got like 5 more lives to play out.
I mean, he's basically immortal. It's like you can never get rid of Colonel Westrick. I mean, it's like I have less long-range firepower than the standard Jaeger mech, but let me tell you, it is not worth it for the armor. The standard Jaeger mech has like 192 armor. That is not acceptable. Like that's like about as much armor as a scout mech. And like, I don't care if it's like, oh, but it's got more guns. Like, you have no guns if you're dead.
No, it's true. No, you may as well have none.
Like, you have 0 DPS if you get destroyed. And the thing is, oh, but it's a long range. Okay, missiles. Like, it could get bombarded by an enemy mech with missiles. It could get bombarded by other autocannons.
Target blackjack.
It's just not worth it.
Like, this Blackjack would absolutely tear that Jaeger mech apart if it had no armor.
Oh, absolutely. Even mechs that just have, like, coincidental firepower, like, are a threat. Everything is a threat to the Jaeger mech. That's the issue. Everything is dangerous. Like, the weakest mechs in the game can threaten an urban mech. Like, a cicada, a locust, everything is a threat to an urban mech. Or not an urban mech,
Jaeger.
a Jaeger mech.
Who was a fancy catfract with an ECM?
Target acquired.
More choppers.
Target destroyed.
That is something I like about the single-fire AC-5. It only takes one clean shot to knock out the helicopters with the single-fire AC-5.
Hostile mech down.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right, looks like we got one location left.
New target
And we've got an
online.
Orion.
I'm taking a little bit of heat, but not enough to be worried about an Orion, to be fair. Oh, you headshot him. That's one thing I like about the AC5s. I find them quite nice to headshot with as well.
I'm honestly just taking pot shots at them. There's another mech in there, or some kind of a medium mech.
Acquired.
Okay, you got the Orion under control, it seems. Okay, it's another blackjack.
Ammo low. Target
An ammo
destroyed.
explosion. Oh yeah, loads of AC5 armor ammo in this thing.
Well, I'm pretty sure we've destroyed all the enemy mechs, so we should be good. I'm actually running low on AC5 ammo as well. So it's a perfectly good time.
I'm gonna have to maybe think about putting that in the arms because I can't just lose a whole freaking torso in this mech. That's not suitable.
One thing I like about, so I've been using a rule of thumb with AC5 where, now this does not apply to rapid fire, but it does apply to the standard AC5, where for every AC5 I equip, single fire and burst fire, I do 2 tons of ammo, and that is typically just enough ammo to get through. Like, sure, I'm running low on ammo, but the game is running low on mission at the moment.
Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras.
It's Kent Gerber with the Crater Cobras.
Your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of
Damaku says, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the show, Damaku.
The Big Mac will have us completely surrounded
Also,
in
Damaku,
3
we did
hours.
pretty good in the raid on Nikkei. I think we made it to level 8. That's better than last raid. Last raid, we made it to level 7, so thank you for your contributions to the raid, Damaku. Ryback says, I'm soaked, but other than that, I'm happy it's Friday. What is it, TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. Happy Teddy Bear says, howdy folks, good to be here, but oh, the stream while doing some stuff. That's honestly how I do streams as well. I'm one of the guys who doesn't always participate when I watch streams. I typically listen to it, mainly because, I just have like I'm always doing something. I'm very rarely doing nothing. So I typically can't sit down and just interact with a stream. Sometimes I will if something particularly interesting is going on. But most of the time, I use streams kind of like audiobooks. Happy Teddy Bear says he missed some words. Oops, I kind of don't care as long as I can piece together what you're saying. Like I am not a I am not like fanatically obsessed with how people type or spell and so forth. Oh, that spider got destroyed with a headshot.
Yeah, was pretty nice.
Did you do that?
No, I don't think so. Unless if I did, I didn't mean to.
You know, our Liao standing isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're at suspicious. You know, that's 1 below normal. And there's like barely any missions left. Oh, your pilot. Oh, the ammo explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know which one I like better. I feel like the burst fire I think is nicer up close because like I just feel like burst fire is easier to, you can just hold triggers down. But the single fire is definitely better for sniping. So maybe I guess I'd use the argument that single fire is probably better because the mech is intended to snipe. That was the design philosophy of it. But who knows?
I'll tell you who doesn't know. Me.
Okay, so we have room for 1. The Duchess Satang. Okay, let's do that one. I was gonna say which one we should take, but we need to take the one that we don't have. Let me go ahead and I did refit some of the mechs, so some of these mechs will be a bit different. Okay, this is it. This is the final battle. Now, I haven't sold any of the mechs we've salvaged, so, like, after this, we're going to count up our salvage. That'll be pretty nice. So this is the final battle. This one's actually really not that bad. I'm going to try that new Marauder. That's a bad idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. This Marauder 3D. What makes the 3D different is that the typical Marauder is a flat object. You only perceive it as a 3D object. But eventually, the manufacturers were able to create a 3-dimensional Marauder. It was quite a, changing from the 2nd dimension into the 3rd dimension was a very marvelous feat of engineering. And that's the primary difference between it. I mean, I guess it should be self-evident, but, what are you going to do? I'm going to put our ally in one of these Jagger mechs.
I wonder is there any mech that's 4D?
A 4th-dimensional mech. I've actually, that's actually an interest of mine. 4-dimensional physics, I guess, and non-Euclidean geometry and stuff like that.
This is it, everyone. Colonel Sortek is on the verge.
Now, what makes this bad? What makes this mech such a bad idea? It has 3 PPCXs, and they're all very low quality. They are all tier 0 PPCXs, and if you don't know what the difference between tier 0 and even tier 1 is the baseline. Tier 1 is basically the canon stat line to the tabletop with some exceptions. Like the tier 1 large laser is 10 damage in MechWarrior 5. It should be 8 damage. But generally speaking, the tier 1 weapon is the cannon weapon. The tier 0 weapon shoots slower and generates more heat. And you know what the PPCX does not need? More heat.
More heat? No.
So, that is definitely good. That's why this is a bad idea. I already know it's a bad idea, even if these PPCXs were better quality, because I could only fit like 7 heatsinks on this mech. 7 heatsinks isn't even enough for 2 PPCXs, let alone 3 PPCXs. So, yeah, this is not going to be this. In order to make this mech effective, what I'm going to need to do is shoot more selectively. I'm going to need to make sure my shots count a lot more. You know, I need to be targeting good areas on the mech. I can't just kind of like spray my shots out. I can do it a little bit. Like, let's see. Yeah, 2 shots and we're already getting into kind of like 60 heat, so.
Ooh. That's a bit hot spicy. You get 3 good shots in.
Yeah, so that means like I really got to emphasize targeting the enemy's weak points, flanking maneuvers, firing at armor that is already damaged. You know, like I really need to not just spray some shots out. And if I do, I'm probably going to shoot 1 at a time. Just to kind of pour some damage on, but I'm really going to be looking for, you know, like really good, you know, clean attacks. Out of Shard says, "Good evening, Fox. I hope you're well. And true to your New Year's comments, I am very much enjoying the game still. Just the first mission of the Kestrel Lancers." Ah, so he's kind of, in some ways, you know, coincidentally is following along with us. I hope your Kestrel Lancers is also very profitable.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm guessing you did that, Sheriff. Like, that guy got hosed out.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Got to make sure all of the shots count.
6
Oh.
months. McCarran and his cronies
This thing
have
is
taken 6
very
months
spicy.
and hundreds of our brothers and sisters' lives with
Especially in
them.
the desert.
Fusilier!
So I'm out of range here, so I'm just going to take
Hey!
1 shot here and there. There we go. Big shot there.
Target destroyed.
I'm going to do some kind of like bushwhacking stuff, I guess. Kind of weave in and out of cover.
Target acquired.
There is a cataphract on approach.
We'll headshot him.
New
Consider him
target
dead.
Cataphract.
This one has an AC5. Oh, it's the 0X model.
Look at me. You don't want to look at me. No, I'm gonna punch you.
So, if you don't know the cataphract models off the top of your head, the 0X model actually is kind of the Black Ops model with the experimental weapons and whatnot.
Target destroyed.
Don't hit my head.
I basically have to treat this Marauder as like a sawn-off shotgun. Like, I got to get super, super close.
It's like almost melee at this point.
I might as well be melee. Also, I need to deactivate one. It doesn't matter if that weapon group is there, but it bothers me. So goodbye, that weapon group. Ryback says, Marauders are always a good idea, especially when they exist in the 3rd dimension. Mercarion says the PPCX should be nerfed or banned outside of the Solaris arena. I mean, if they nerf the PPCX, then the large energy hardpoint slot will basically be useless again. And so many mechs that are not very good will once again be not very good because the PPCX has like single-handedly revitalized the large energy hardpoints.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
just gonna
It's a
get
point of
behind this
discussion
guy.
because there definitely is a lot of controversy about it. Like, a lot of people aren't happy with it, the PPCX, but I'm definitely more of a fan than not.
Critical.
Yeah, it is a contentious weapon, I would say, overall. Maybe that's a good thing, though. I would rather there be...
Critical.
I think I would rather there be contentious design choices in a game than for the game to be, like,
Forces of the Federated
boring,
Suns,
I guess.
Octavian heavy guards have
Yeah, like
just
release
touched
stage
down.
all the time.
Our rushed mech drops scattered us across a wide area.
Oh,
We are
Oh, man, is that a headshot?
and about to
Yeah, I
move
just
on your
blasted him last
position
rounds.
now. ETA
What am I gonna
2
do again?
minutes. Hold out just a little longer.
nearly.
Target
Oh, someone got him.
destroyed.
I just got really close and aimed in his head area.
He's dead.
Skeetsvar asks, what are your thoughts on the Bounty Hunter Marauder? Ha! That's a trick question, because there's multiple Bounty Hunter Marauders.
I actually don't even know. I can't even remember what they are. What are you
Yeah,
shooting at?
there's the BH1 and the BH2. And there's technically a BH3, but I don't think the BH3 is in...
Do we know what's on them? Like, are they like?
I know one of them is like, kind of like a Marauder that became a awesome because it has a weaker engine. So it's 48 kilometers down from 64. And in exchange it has heavier weapons and jump jets. So it's like,
I'm gonna let you take the lead because I am getting harmed.
oh wow. Yeah, they have been on you. I guess I've been doing a good job of not overfiring my PPCX. Normally PPCX draws a lot of attention.
Target acquired.
Forces of the Federated Suns. The Davion heavy
The
guards
answer,
are
though,
here
to
to
that
assist.
question, what do I think about the Bounty Hunter Marauders? I kind of don't know, honestly, because I just haven't used them very
One
much.
last push and then it's over. Let's finish this.
Nice one, sir. Now, only if we could have saved some parts.
But you know what? The Marauder is one of our designated test mechs, so that means that we'll be using it, and that means we'll find out. We'll find out how much I like it.
Target destroyed.
Forces of the Federated Suns. Give them no quarter. For months these wolves have hunted you like prey lost in the woods. But
Oh, they
now
do have
you
an
a
assault
chance
mech.
to
I wasn't sure if they
define
brought an
your
assault mech,
Yeah,
but here we got a stalker right here.
I remember the stalker.
See, I'm being very conservative with my attacks. Like, I want to make sure basically every single spark hits.
McCarran's forces are withdrawing.
I want to make sure, like, because this mech has, like, pretty serious heat issues, I want to make sure every one of the sparks from the,
Is ours.
every one of the bolts needs to do damage.
Commander, I just want to say thank you. If you hadn't come to help us all those months ago, I have no doubt in my mind that we would have died like the rest of our brothers and sisters in the 5th. We'll never forget what you did. for
Ryback
us.
says he hasn't tried that Marauder yet.
Likewise, Captain.
I mean, like I said, in this playthrough, you guys voted for the Marauder for testing. So that means we will get both of the Bounty Hunter Marauders, and we will try them out. Now, then I'll be able to tell you what I think about it, because I don't know enough about it. I think it's a Gauss rifle mech, if I remember right, but I just know that it's slower and it has jump jets. The Bounty Hunter actually uses it in the mission, in the Bounty Hunter's special mission. Mercarion says, since I play with stock mechs only, and as an extra challenge, only buy ammo and the rest salvage, they doesn't get a chance to use the PPCX. You know what's funny is, I think we will do a stock mech only playthrough at some point in time. Do we need any of these? No, I don't think we need any of these. I'll take this Blackjack, though. It is in good condition. Wow, you did a lot of damage in that one. 1,700
I took a
damage.
lot of damage though. But
Yeah.
I only lost that medium.
Yeah,
laser.
the leg and the arm, though, don't have the best stuff in it, though, if I remember right.
Yeah, literally just a medium laser and like some ammo or something.
All right, so for beating the Kestrel Lancers, we get 3.2 million C-bills, a Tier 5 ER large laser, Tier 5 Ultra AC-20, a Tier 5 Artemis LRM-20, a Tier 4 LB-10X autocannon, 10 double heat sinks, some Artemis ammo, Ultra AC, and LBX ammo. I don't know why they didn't give us that Tier 5 LB-10X autocannon. You know, seems like they're, you know, holding out on us, but, you know, what can you do? All right, we completed the Kestrel Lancers. Did we defeat the Crater Cobras? Because we're right here in the middle of the crater. Yes, we've already beaten the Crater Cobras. I would love to go back and do repairs, but I kind of want to take out the Crater Cobras while we're here.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because I just want the any bonus money we can get here. Also, we need to rebuild our standing with the Capellans. So this would be a good place to do it. Over here, I got a 6.5 million C-bill job for the Capellans against the Triangle Heads. So I think we're going to take that. I'll take some damage coverage. This is a objective raid. The tonnage is pretty high, so this could actually be a fairly difficult mission. Let me tell you about the terrain. Terrain is an extrasolar moon. I want to take something that I'm a little more comfortable with, I think. If we need to wait for something to repair, let me know.
Could try missiles, maybe?
I might do this Archer 2W that I created.
Go for it.
It is very close range, I will say that.
Like,
We have 2 injured pilots. Wow. We're all just beat the fuck up.
let's try make do. I'm gonna bring this.
Okay, so yeah, this Archer's very, very close range, so I will have no choice but to engage in close combat. Then let's just bring some other people. We are expecting mercs. Can I put a medium mech in? What if I just put 2 medium mechs in? That could be a good idea. Yeah, that looks fine. Ryback says, Grant, thank you very much. Yeah, Kestrel Lancers is usually not too bad. I mean, plus we did get a bunch of new mechs in it.
Yeah, it was very profitable, actually.
Yeah, there's no way I will skip Kestrel Lancers, because, especially now seeing just how good it was for getting new models.
Something's wrong, Commander. There's an
Alright, here we go.
unrecognized dropship closing in on your position.
Get ready, it's time to swamp it out.
Hostile transport ship coming in.
I'm gonna hit that rifleman.
All right, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency evac.
We did that,
Mission
Hatchman.
if you can. If not, we're ready to burn when you are.
This guy's got some armor. He's not going down, let me tell you. Alright, the rifleman is down.
Target acquired.
He's down.
But still a good kill, Commando.
This mech's heat isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, to be honest.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
You do have quite a few more heat sinks on it than I had on mine.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm a little beat up on my right arm, but my right arm has nothing but a small laser in it.
Looks like you don't need evac anymore. See you when the mission's complete.
I was thinking about downgrading the one I'm using into small lasers and getting a couple extra heat sinks on it. I think I could probably do with it.
Skeet Svar says, friends yesterday, enemies today. Gotta love the mercenary lifestyle. It's only for this playthrough, or only for, like, playing online. If I were to play in a more role-playing way, I would never take the side of the Federated Sons against the Capellan Confederation. In fact, I'd be far more likely to take a contract up with the Capellan Confederation against the Federated Sons. But we need to, we need the stuff in the Kestrel Lancers, so we're definitely not going to skip it. Plus, I'm getting my money's worth out of buying the DLC.
Tanks. destroy it.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
There's a battle mech wandering in
Target destroyed.
from like a neighboring objective.
Target destroyed.
It's a blackjack standard model.
Target destroyed.
Commander to all units. Unidentified battle mechs on the field. Take them out.
Target
There is
acquired.
a quick draw on approach. Okay, multiple battle mechs from the neighboring objectives coming in. Who invited these guys?
That
Target
Wolverine's probably gonna
acquired.
get here first.
All right, I'm ordering them to focus on the Wolverine. He has a claw.
Melee mechs.
Oh yeah, we are fighting the Independents. I exposed his torso. I'm moving on to another target.
Lance attack confirmed.
He's got his back to us, you may have to finish him.
Incoming.
Enemy
Okay.
reactor explosion detected. Nice kill, Commander.
He's out.
Target destroyed.
The lance is on the quick draw.
Received.
My shot was a little off on that one.
Heavy damage.
Ooh, you got his leg. Nice. Have some missiles, asshole.
Destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
So, Out of Shard says, I'm a little confused about the Merc system. I fought alongside about 6 different ones. Can you kill them off completely, or do they stick around indefinitely? So they stick around indefinitely. You can never ruin their company. No matter how many of them you destroy, and no matter how much that would realistically, you know, they would not be able to financially recover from a lot of these losses.
That target off the list.
Destroyed.
But you cannot, you know, you cannot get rid of them for good. What you can do, though, is if you keep fighting them, you will continue to build up intel with the bounty hunter. And every time you go up an intel level, he gives you a care package, basically. And if you get him to level 10, you will unlock a secret bonus mission. And even after you get to level 10, he will still pay you an unlimited number of care packages every time you level up your standing with the bounty hunter. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Out of Shard says, well done completing the Kestrel Lancers. So far it's been lucrative for him, but I think he burnt a lot of bridges. Yeah, that's why we farmed up a bit of standing with, okay, I'm making best speeds. Sometimes we will farm up some Capellan faction in order to pad the damage that we take.
And it's a beauty.
We didn't get as much we didn't get as much time to do that this time around, but
Quick draw on an
it
archer.
still worked. I'm in range of the archer already, so time to smash the archer. He is ignoring me for some reason. That's not a very smart idea. He's elite. No wonder he's taking so much damage. He's a damn elite pilot. He's down.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
They destroyed one of my
Target
components.
destroyed.
All right, we toasted them.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, I killed the objective from a distance, so I guess we can
Oh, okay. Is that why we didn't go all the way there? You can see just how much of a difference it makes to have a. What is attacking me?
leave. AC2
Copy
partisan.
on shared target.
Do we need to destroy that for a bonus objective?
I don't think so, but we can if you want.
Because Rihanna said something about wanting to destroy the tank. I can't remember. Once you kill it, we'll find out. Okay, well, it was ground vehicles. We need 30 ground vehicles.
There's another.
What difficulty are we playing on? We are playing on normal, and that is to best reflect the anticipated effectiveness of the mechs. We will probably do a hard difficulty playthrough in the future, though. The thing, though, is that I don't want to over or underrepresent the mechs.
Great showing, Commander.
Because there could be some average mechs that don't do very well on hard, and that could give people a negative view of the mechs.
I don't
Just
think I've ever played
because-
the game on hard yet.
Because, you know, they could just be average, and being average doesn't mean you're bad. But on a higher difficulty, you know, we might need to play more to the meta. All right, so there is what we got. Oh, we need AC2 rapid fires. And I don't know, I'll just take one of these. It's not that big a deal. I mean, I think that went pretty well. Oh, we collected the autocannons tier 2, so let's go ahead and give them for the 4 AC2 auto rapid fires. We get a tier 3 LRM 5 stream. That's not very good, and only 200,000. That is not a good deal, but whatever. It levels up our standing up. It
Very
is
rarely as bad as that.
Yeah, that one was not good. That was not good. Like, I've seen some bad ones, but that one was. I'm not impressed.
Maybe the worst.
So while we're here, there is a quest as well as a potential to hit the Crater Cobras again.
Okay.
And while we're at it, let me go ahead and see what's going on. Scroll down. All right, so we do have talking points from Reddit. So these are the comments that people have been talking about on the MechWarrior 5 Reddit. And first of all, we'll get this mission launched real fast, and then we'll take a look at it. Oh, we have X marks the spot. That's for, I'm pretty sure that's for the Corsair, so we do need that one. We need a lot of those ones, but you know we'll do this one for now. Let me see. Oh, here we go. This one's great. It looks like we can pick up the bonus item here. Love to see that. So this is the Lost Tech one. I don't want to do all of these missions just because there is the possibility of salvaging Lost Tech. But we can go ahead and do the first one. I don't see a problem with that. I'm gonna go full salvage for the best chance of salvaging some Lost Tech. Difficulty is drop weight's 270, so we should we shouldn't have to worry too much about.
I think it's literally only the last mission that's a bit of a pain.
Yes. But I do know they send some I want to say they send some like random Lost Tech shenanigans at us either way.
I think there's a Phoenix Hawk and a Black Knight or something maybe.
I'm gonna take a goofy mech, so like if you want to take something a little more confident.
Is this the Will of Cali or whatever they're called?
Yeah, the first mission of the Will of Cali. I think this is the one where we defend the town.
Probably. No, I don't want this. Well, hold on a second.
I was say bold of you to choose a command, though. When I was like, oh, a confident mech is probably called for. So this Blackjack is actually a what am I gonna choose? I'll put him in a missile focused mech. Wait, this mech hasn't been painted yet. Interesting. Let me fix that real fast. Here's something they could add. You want to know what they could add? Right here, I wish you could just click the mech and customize it right here instead of having to go into my mech bay and do that. That would be nice if there was just a little shortcut. I'm not saying it's like that big of a deal, but
it's kind of enough of a deal.
Yeah, it would be a nice quality of life. And we could put this guy in something a little bit bigger as well. So I don't know, the Marauder? Sure, there we go. So this mech I'm going in, it was actually requested by the community. It is the Flamer Blackjack, so it has 8 flamers. So from Reddit, we've got one. This sucks was the title. It comes from Illustrious Ad 2627. He says, Clan's difficulty ramp speed is too fast after Perez makes a comeback. I'm stuck on the Ezra versus Mia mission, the one where you got to choose a side, and it is making me hate the game. So this guy is saying that he is having trouble completing clans because the difficulty is ramping up too much. Now, what I think about that is that he's not using laser spam. I think once you use laser spam, nothing is very difficult in clans. Like, that's my current thought. But, you know, I get it. You know, it might not be intuitive to... I mean, part of it is probably the customization system. It's probably kind of hard to comprehend the whole idea that not only can you buy an alternate mech variant, but then you can mix and match the omnipods, and therefore you can mix and match the omnipods in a way where you can have the largest quantity of lasers. And this kind of goes back to an earlier talking point about how, yeah, in clans you can equip any weapon you want. They are going to feel worse than not flamers. They're going to feel worse than lasers, though. Like, it's just an inevitable thing. Like, the lasers, they're just way better. And if you aren't at a skill level in the game where you're comfortable using any weapon you want, well, then what's going to happen is...
Where these guys come from?
This guy just totally ambushed us. I mean, he ambushed us in a Locust 3v, but yeah, he totally ambushed... Wait, there's another one, too. A javelin.
Copy, Commander. Lens target confirmed.
Just wait until I start giving him the cookination. Can't see a damn thing, but...
Holy crap, that thing just got annihilated.
But yeah, like, so the customization system, it doesn't really give you a good idea that you could buy multiple clan mech model variants and then, like, piece them together. It doesn't really explain that. So, yeah, you might not even know that you could have some mech that has, like, 15 lasers on it. You might not even be buying the mechs that are capable of that. Like, not every mech, it can be reconfigured into something that has, like, 15 lasers on it, and those are the mechs that are good. So when this guy is saying that he's having a lot of trouble, I mean, honestly, yeah, I would say if you're not as familiar with the game, it's probably realistic, because, I mean... You know, the sheriff and I are pretty comfortable with the game, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But even we quickly figured out, like, how devastating the energy weapon spam was. And I think, once again, it speaks to being a problem in MechWarrior 5 Clan's game balance. And, like, now, you know, is it lore accurate? Yeah, maybe it is lore accurate. But, you know, the thing is, I don't think the lore necessarily translates ideally into MechWarrior 5. And that's because, you know, in Battletech you fire in volleys. Like, you know, your AC-5, you know, shoots like the one shot. Oh, he hit me with his axe. Isn't he like a... Oh, we're demolishing a base. Oh, no. This is Carousseau's mission. This is not the same mission I thought. I'm going to go and grab... I'm going to order our guys to hold position here, and I'm going to go grab the bonus objective. So this is not the Will of Kali. This is a different mission. False alarm on that.
Okay.
False alarm on that. That's fine, though. That means we don't even have to worry about our Liao faction being, you know, not as good as it could be for Lost Tech. But yeah, I mean... What, do you have any thoughts on that, Doctor? And the same with Chad. If you have any thoughts about, like, clans being too hard?
No, yeah, I don't think it's, like... I agree with you. I think it's one of those things that once you've kind of, like, cracked the code, like, the game is pretty easy, but there is definitely a pretty heavy difficulty system. Like, I would actually agree with what he's saying after that point specifically as well. But I think, like... It is a case of you do need to become a little bit familiar with the game. I think it's not a very beginner-friendly attitude to have. I think we got 5 mechs on us right now, and so while I do agree with him, but it's like most of the time I would just say, like, you know, maybe you need to get a little bit better at the game. But I think in this case it's like I agree with you. It's not the easiest game to kind of work out the meta unless you're, like, very familiar. So that was like your first, you know, entry into the MechWarrior series. You'd probably be, like, feeling like you're in for a bit of a baptism of fire, to be honest.
Oh yeah, it'd be very rough. Like, Clans is not a good entry point. Mercenaries is a way better entry point. Because, I mean, and mercenaries isn't that easy either. I would say that there's a lot of people who really struggle with mercs the first time they play. And, yeah, I would definitely say, like, clans could definitely be a problem if you were just now getting into it.
Target destroyed.
And yeah, it's definitely there's a lack of intuitiveness in the controls, as well as now in his case, if he's gotten to the point where Perez is back, that's pretty deep into the game. I think that's like the second to last chapter. So he's probably not bad at the game. What he probably needs is he just needs to do a little bit of research. He probably just needs to look up some decent mech builds. That would be my guess.
Target acquired.
I am almost back. Because, like, the thing is, what makes clans different is just the sheer quantity of enemies they throw. They throw just ungodly quantities of enemies. Like, you will destroy, forget fighting, like, lances of mechs. Forget fighting, like, companies of mechs. Like, you fight mechs by, like, the battalions in clans.
Watch out, that mech is going critical.
I'm getting battered right now.
Target acquired.
We just lost an office tower.
I am just now getting back into the fight.
Fire formation behind the commander.
Oh, I'm not close enough. There we go. Now I'm close
Demolish
enough.
About half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
Okay, he's toast. Literally.
Relocating.
I'll
Yeah, I kind
intercept.
of, like-
I'll intercept some of these mechs if you want to trash the
Yeah,
base.
I am, because I had to sort of fight off like 3 or 4 mechs there.
Yeah, he doesn't notice me, so I'm gonna have a good time here. One thing to know about the Hunchback is it stores its ammo in the opposite torso of the gun. So what I'm gonna do is go right behind him like this, and I'm gonna target the opposite torso.
Holding at location.
Well, assuming I can even see it. So now his torso is out. He can't even use that AC-10. And actually, I think he overheated as well. Okay, yeah, he shut down from overheating.
Target acquired.
Let me see if I can use the trees here a little bit to block this guy from shooting me.
Incoming missile.
Which I was able to reduce some of the damage. Now I'm in range to burn him. Which means that this guy is screwed. Oh god, he's got a melee weapon. He's cooked.
Destroyed.
Literally.
Target
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
This is a really hilty base.
Yeah, it's one of these bases where we gotta destroy like every atomic particle.
There we go.
These guys are like, never let him cook again! Never cook again!
target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm gonna start heading for the exit.
Yeah, this mech isn't bad, to be honest.
Falling in behind you.
I mean, yes, it's very limited in range. It'd be nice if it was faster, but it's not bad. Like, once it gets its hands on you, it's not bad. You know what is bad, though? Attempting to burn helicopters.
Yeah.
Burn, you fools!
Target acquired.
Tango down.
The 8,
Destroyed.
like, of any sort of small or medium energy weapon is gonna be pretty nice.
It still overheats, but not before, you know, you can get through 1 or 2 mechs before it overheats.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I mean, that can make the difference. No, of course another guy comes on the screen.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Like, we'd already taken a bit of damage anyways. So, oh, let's see what we get here. None of these mechs are on our list, I don't think. So I guess I'll just take this. This Hunchback is in good condition. This is the Hunchback that, oh, it has an AC-5 that's viable. We'll take it.
Another Marauder. His pilot isn't injured as well.
All right, so we got the Maskarovka encrypted data transmission. So we get 254,000 C-bills, a Tier 4 Artemis LRM-20. That's pretty good. I like Artemis LRM-20. And it also gets us up to level 6. Treasure Hunter is really easy to level up if you just take the time to do it. Like, that's one thing I really like about Treasure Hunter. We might have the jump jets. It wants class 4 jump jets. We might have that. Yep, we have the jump jets. So for the 3 jump jets, 1.4 million C-bills and a Tier 4 large laser, 10 heat sinks. That's pretty good. That takes us up to level 6 equipment collector. Very nice. What do you think we were more likely to... Well, yeah, we're going to kill 1 Marauder long before we kill 3 Chargers. We'd also get a tier 5 Gauss rifle, so I'm going to take that. That's pretty good. The price is right on that. Let me see if we can beat up the Crater Cobras. There's a multi-op here, but it doesn't look like it will pay. So we're going to go ahead and... oh, no. McCarran's Armored Cavalry is here. Let's see if we can collect a kill on the Big Mac. Yep, we don't have Big Mac. So let's see if we can find the Big Mac while we're here.
Armor up.
Yeah, I mean, like, we've got no beef with McCarran's Armored Cavalry, but, you know, we need the intel to get the bounty hunter mission, so we might as well do it.
Yeah, they can be nasty enough. Or they're still in Sarna.
Okay, this one looks good. Okay, Liao's not going to be happy that we're targeting them here, but I don't want to let... Wait, this is the Crater Cobras. Is it lying to me? That is clearly McCarran's Armored Cavalry. Okay, we're going to go over here to this industrial hub real fast.
Okay.
I think like the game has lost its mind temporarily. So that was that question. The next question we've got is... Oops. I got... That is not correct. This needs to go back. Oh my god, I ruined it. It's not that big a deal. All right, so what we're going to do now is let's go ahead and sell our stuff. Because we collected a lot of stuff. Let's see our price. So Warhammer, 1.2 million C-bills. Vindicator, about 550. A Spider, 670. A Shadowhawk, 2H. I don't think we need another 2H. Yeah, we got a 2H already. 1.1 million. We're not doing the quick draw, right? The quick draw wasn't voted for, right?
I don't think so, no.
Let me double check. Yeah, the quick draw was not voted for. So this quick draw 4G, 1.1 million. That's a good price. They did vote for the Hatchetman, right?
Yep.
All right, so the Hatchetman is going in. And the Hunchback is going out. Hunchback 4P, 4 HP, 1.1 million. That's a good price. I feel like we have enough crabs, so I'm going to sell 2 of the crabs off. 1.1 million, 1.1 million, a Cicada 2A, 700,000, and I don't think we need more Blackjack 1s. I think 1 is good enough. So 550 for that one, 1.1 million for that one, 550 for that one, and then we'll keep the other one. So, like, that should be good. So, we're up to 120 million C-bills. I guess I'll go ahead and customize this. Actually, do you want to customize that Hatchetman while I do... I'm going to do a little bit of shopping. Let's see if we can buy anything.
Yeah, I'll do Hatchetman.
Looks like there's nothing in the first area. Let me check. We need melee weapons. So, I'm going to buy melee weapons while I'm here. We also could use some PPCXs. Not that low quality, though. We need something a little better than that. What about pilots? We've got a pair of 45s. What's our current pilot skill at? We've got... Yeah, we could do that. We'll take these 45s.
Affirmative. At your service, Commander. Ready to see what's out there, Commander. It's an honor to join your company.
All right, let's keep looking. Ostrapin says, when I get Kestrel Lancer's question transmission, it says I have 5 months to accept. What happens if I don't? Then you just can't do the Kestrel Lancers for the rest of that playthrough. Like, the Kestrel Lancers occurs at a very specific time, and once that time passes, then you lose access to the DLC. Well, to the campaign component of the DLC. You could still, like, obtain stuff from the DLC.
Okay, done.
Nothing super exciting here.
You're a big favorite. You're a fan favorite of this mech, aren't you, folks? Obviously.
The Hatchman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Hatch. What a fan! What a great! What an amazing mech! Like the Hatchetman, the best of melee mechs, the definitive melee mech for sure. There's no doubt about it. Out of Shard says, thanks for the explanation, Fox. Good to know. I'm getting the vibe you dislike the Federated Sons. May I inquire as to why? Which house do I prefer? I prefer the Draconis Combine, followed by the Capellan Confederation. I don't really have an opinion about the Free Worlds League. They're just kind of like an ally of convenience. Whereas I don't like the Federated Sons, and I don't like the Lyran Commonwealth. I also don't like the clans. Like, those would be my Battletech factions of choice and Battletech factions of, like, disapproval. Let me see. Looks like, I think this Industrial Hub is a little bit on the weak side. Like, I don't think they sell extremely good items or good mechs here, but, you know, we'll take a look. Opinions on Rasselhague? I don't mind Rasselhague. Like, I have probably a better opinion of Rasselhague than the Free Worlds League, but even that's debatable. I don't have a strong opinion about Rasselhague. We don't need Ravens, right? We already did the Raven playthrough. Yeah, I don't think Ravens are on the list. Let me check my list.
Nope, they're not.
Okay, no Ravens. All right, there's only one area left, and unfortunately, these are not, like, super... We are not finding a lot of great mechs in this Industrial Hub.
Flea, Commando, Javelin, Panther, Hatchetman, Blackjack, Crab, Shadowhawk, Guitar, Jägermech, Grasshopper, Archer, Marauder, Victor, Corsair, King Crab, Annihilator, and Marauder 2. Most of those, I feel, very unlikely that we're going to find here.
You're probably right about that. Ryback says that you can accept the contract with the Kestrel Lancers at the last minute. Yes, yeah, you just have to accept it by the end, and you could just save periodically, and if you overrun it, you could just reload your last save file. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Man, this place stinks. This wasn't good. It is not good. I do not approve. I'm not happy about it. Okay, let's hit this mission here real fast. Let's see if we can get McCarran's Armored Cavalry. I'd like to get the intel on them. Let's see, what is the next Reddit question? So we already looked at this one. Let me go ahead and check our contracts. Nope, that's too low. There's no way that one is a good contract. I want to check over here again, just because, like I said, I thought they were out of their mind temporarily. Actually, there's a few mercs in the area that we might be able to take down. But let's try this one real fast. Let's try to hit the Big Mac again. And then I see the Northwind Highlanders over to the side. Like, we can try to get them as well, unless they move. Because the mercenaries do move periodically. So the next question is, I need general advice for MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. I play on the PS4. This is from Lazy Sergal 7441. Should I... It actually comes in a few... a series of questions. And... you can answer this one as well, chat down there, like if you've got like your own separate advice from us. The first one is, should I keep low-tier gear if I have a supply of high-tier gear? Do you have any thoughts on that one, Sheriff, or do you want me to go first?
I mean, if you've got loads of tier 2, 3, 4, I mean, you may as well just sell it for the money. I know you like to keep a placeholder in yours, but I've got to be honest, I'm a seller. If I got like 50... tier 0 medium lasers, have got like 50 tier 2s, then tier 0s. Every last one of them are gone. So I'm a seller for definite.
Yeah, it's true. I definitely will keep one copy of each, and I do that in order to document the stats on them in case I want to see them. But that might even be less relevant now. And the only reason I did that was because in the instant action mode, you could not change the tier quality of the weapons. Okay, the Filthy Lucre, we don't have them, so let's... So, unfortunately, we could not get a mission for McCarran's Armored Cavalry. Let's see if we can hit this one over here, though. This is the Filthy Lucre. But, yeah, I definitely agree. If you have a high enough supply of high-tier weapons, I definitely sell the low-tier ones. That doesn't mean I sell them to whatever is the highest tier. Like, let's say I've got tier 4 medium lasers and then I've got a ton of tier 3s. I'll typically sell my tier 0s, my tier 1s, and my tier 2s, but I will keep the tier 3s. In the event you take a lot of damage and you start losing a lot of those tier 4 lasers, I like to make sure that I still have some insurance on me for, oh, interesting. We've got, these ones pay out pretty high, so this has got to be the Filthy Lucre. We got a... Oh, good. We got a Davion squishing mission. That's my favorite. And we got a Triangle Head squishing mission. We'll do them both. The first one's a Scorched Earth. 30 salvage. That's pretty nice. It's in a desert planet, so it's going to be a little
Heavy weather
spicy.
warning is in effect, Commander. Your visibility and sensor readings
I
will
think
be
this is heavy enough
compromised
to
out
bring.
there.
I'm gonna give this Hatchetman a go. It's a
The
230.
Hatchetman. Oh, it has... Oh, a hatchet and a medium knuckle. Interesting. Let me bring something a little nastier.
I don't like the AC-10, so I put an AC-5 burst fire on it, and I still like loses space.
I kind of want to use this Jaeger mech again. I think this Jaeger mech is not bad, to be honest. I need to shed a little bit of weight. Not too much, though. We got to go on a diet, one could say. You know what? Since this is a hot mission, I'll put them in crabs because I think these crabs actually have decent heat management. I designed them for like reasonable heat management. Or I'll do one crab and one Shadowhawk. There we go. So the second part of his question is, if I keep equipment, does equipment add to my monthly costs? And that's a quick yes or no question. The answer is no.
Enemy forces
Weaponry
have
does
established a
not
base
contribute
somewhere in this
towards
area. We've
your
been contracted
monthly
to burn it to the
costs.
ground,
You don't have to
but we
worry
have
about
nothing
that,
left to
which
use
is
by
nice.
hostile
It'd be kind of
forces.
annoying if you had to pay for all of the
Something.
weapons, but you don't. That's
Something's
what's
wrong,
nice.
Commander.
Here we
There's
go.
an
There, Filthy
unrecognized
Lucre's hitting.
dropship closing in on your position.
I'm gonna chop them. We also got another thing coming in.
Time to show this outfit who the better looks are.
I guarantee it'll be us.
Commander, enemy dropship coming in.
You don't
right
think
on
it
top
could
of
be up in the air?
No. Should I smack?
New target.
Oh, they brought a
Wonderful.
war. Look, they brought a Warhammer.
you. All right, Commander. I'm in place for an emergency.
Oh, did he overheat immediately because he's a Warhammer, and Warhammers are like, the stock Warhammer is just awful? I'm going to switch to the other mech since it's in my way at the moment. Yes, feel the burn. I'm sure you're enjoying those double flamethrowers inside of a desert.
Good job, Commander. Those mercs will think twice before trying that again. Looks like you don't need.
I don't
either
remember
anymore.
putting a rapid
See you
fire
when
on
the
this
mission's
weapon.
complete.
I could have swore this had or a burst fire. I could have swore I put a rapid fire on this weapon. Maybe it got destroyed. He's making a fool out of us. Oh my god, we can't kill him.
Target mech eliminated.
So, Ryback says yes, yes to the question. Yes, absolutely. Definitely sell the gear that you don't need if you've got a good supply of it. Ryback says I'm a mech collector, so I like to keep my weapons to be used for upgrading. I can't remember if you can combine low tier weapons for better tier weapons. Not in maybe you can in yet another mech lab, but you cannot do that in vanilla. Welcome to the show, Okins, Oni, and Dara. Dara says, I keep items I know that are useful for cantina missions. Jump jets are a prime example. That's a good idea, actually. It's a good idea to hang on to, like, I usually keep about 30 of each jump
It's
jet
one of
type.
the more tanks.
Yeah, that's a good
Destroy
idea.
it.
Acquired.
I've got unidentified mechs approaching our
Because, yeah, you never know when you're going to need a little bit of, like, jump jet selling action. And then every now and then I entertain the idea of maybe I'll put a jump jet on, which I never do.
Our target is now marked. Go
All right, here we go.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
So this Jaeger mech, I actually kind of like. It's a little bit abominable, I understand, with the lopside. Look, it's got like, look, I got the big jerk-off arm here, and then I got like the little normal arm there. So I get it. It's a little bit abominable looking, but it honestly is not bad. It's actually working pretty good.
Ooh, I just retorted and I don't know how. I need to be very careful.
Like the double SRM6s coming in here, and like it's not bad.
Target urban
Good.
mech.
Our munitions can be restocked. We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at
If
it,
any
everyone.
mechs come, just can you like deal with them or I'm gonna die?
Okay, yeah, I can handle it.
The area
All right,
is
now to
under
use my
capacity.
AC2 to
Keep
good
going.
effect. The AC2 is great for destroying buildings.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 25% of this area remains. They took out a fuel tank. You did it, Commander.
All right, we toasted them. I'm just gonna get us out of here.
Now, let's get out of here before more trouble arrives. Head to the evac zone.
Nice.
So he still has more questions though. So another question he has is, do battle mechs add to your monthly cost? Yeah, the answer there is yes. Battle mechs absolutely do add to your monthly cost. And the heavier the weight class of the mech, the more it costs. Like I believe a light mech is like 30,000 C-bills, and I think an assault mech is 70,000 C-bills each. So the quantity of the mechs in your storage and the weight of the mech does add to your monthly fees. Dara says, I have only used jump jets one time outside the campaign, and that was the last mission in the Will of Kali. Yes, yeah, that's exactly the one time we used it. I don't even know if it's worth it either. I don't even know if it's necessarily like something even worth optimizing for. I just did it just to be like, okay, we did it.
There's literally nothing up there worth buying.
Okay, so we did get the Filthy Lucre, which is nice. Which means we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. Well, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mercs to claim. One of the low-level ones we probably need to grab is Brian's Legion, but I don't know where they are. Let's go jet on over to here, though, and knock out the Northwind Highlanders if we can. I don't know where Brian's Legion is. I know they're one of the low-level mercs. We may have just missed them by chance, but let's see if we could get the Northwind Highlanders. I too am a mech collector. I like to kind of like, you know, that's just one of my side objectives in the game typically. 3 million C-bills does seem like a lot for this is a low-level mission, so 3 million is probably a lot. I have a good feeling that we will be able to fish out the Northwind Highlanders here, and it's a Davion squishing mission, so that works even better. All acts of violence are justifiable against Davion. There are no such thing as Davion civilians. So, we've got the Victor here. This is the remade Victor, so I will be using that. And let me lower our weight here to give you some room. That gives you, oh, no, about 60. Well, I can go even lower. I'll put him in the flea. And I'll put him in the commando. There we go. That gives you, what? 75? 75-ish tons?
Just bring this stupid put them in the ground now.
Oh, let me tell you the battle type. It is a sulfurous, and the objective is target kill, so it's assassination.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So yeah,
That
this is the
Victor-
revised Victor. I'm expecting this Victor to do way better than the other one.
It definitely does better, and it likes to get close.
Battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening.
It likes being like 3 to 200 meters.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
All right, away we go.
Intel is spotty on this one. Our best estimates put the target at any one of the marked locations on the map. You'll have to get
So
eyes
since
on the
this is an
target before we
assassination
can
type mission,
identify
I'm
them.
guessing that the
So,
Northwind
once
Highlanders
this
is
one's
going...
dead,
They're
and
probably
we're
going to hit
happy
us
to
in the
oblige.
middle of an assassination rather than at the beginning. Or I also could have misjudged it and that this mission doesn't have them in it, but you know, this is our best bet. Coming up on the first objective, though, but yeah, so that answers Lazy Circle's questions. The next one on our list of questions from Reddit is, I just beat the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries campaign. Is playing career mode worth it? That is from a question from Our Demise to Be. I have all the DLCs, but is there much of a difference between the MechWarrior 5 campaign mode and the, what do you call it, the career mode? I have a feeling like you might have a thing or two to say about that, Sheriff. So do I, but do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first? Same with you, chat. Same with you, chat.
I think it's probably, like, worth playing it one time, and then probably, like, never playing it again. That's probably what I would say. Like, it's probably worth just doing it, just to say you've done it, and then, like, after that, just literally playing career mode. Like, career mode is... I mean, the game is called MechWarrior 5. You actually get to be a proper mercenary whenever you're playing career mode, and not whenever you're following around this dumbass campaign. And honestly, the story is so weak, and I don't think you're rewarded very well for doing it anyway. Because like, what's the reward you get? You get your like Father's Victor, which is just like a standard Victor, and then you get like a Night Star. And like, honestly,
that's a missed opportunity. Like, why isn't Dad's Victor a hero mech?
I know. It's a really trash Victor. Like, it's just like standard old.
I think it's like just a 9B, like the one I'm piloting right now.
It probably is, yeah, it is. So my opinion is I would do it once just so you've done it. The Crucibles are quite a fun mission actually at the end. You know, that'll test you out, but apart from that, I probably wouldn't bother my arse. I mean, I've played it like once since, just to see how like you know, the first time you play it and you play the Crucible, that final mission's like kind of nasty, and you might like do some like cheesy stuff to like not die. I think whenever I wanted to basically see like, is it easy to like kill every single mech? I just brought like the King Crab car with me and just like flattened everything, and then I was like, okay, this actually isn't as hard as I remembered it being. So yeah, like play it once and then like, I don't know, maybe just don't do it ever again.
Yeah, we got from the chatville. We've got Ryback giving us a resounding yes, the easiest yes out of all the questions so far. Skeet Svar says Dad's Victor actually pissed me off. And I also am going to say yes. I'm going to say yes to the point that I think that that's what MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries should have been to begin with. I don't even think that they should have done the campaign. Well, yeah, there are some interesting missions in the campaign. I think overall the campaign harms people's experience. Whereas if it was... Wow. Okay, never mind. I thought that was a destroy objective. But, like, I think that the career mode is so much better than the standard mode that I think the standard mode actually does damage to the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries experience, and people might come out of MechWarrior 5 with a potentially negative perspective on MechWarrior 5, just because I just don't think that I think it's way too constrained, it's way too linear, and it basically it's too much like Clans. It's nothing like Clans in the sense that there's still way more freedom, but like it is too much in the vein of Clans. Like it is not capitalizing on what is good about the MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries system, and it capitalizes too much on the weak points of the system. And I definitely do not think that it's to the point that I think that Heroes of the Inner Sphere is essential. Like, to the point that I wouldn't even consider the price of MechWarrior 5 as not including Heroes of the Inner Sphere. Like, I think Heroes of the Inner Sphere is nothing short of essential content. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of this very stubborn Phoenix Hawk that's doing an amazing job of living. Where'd all these jerks come from? I didn't invite any of these guys here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
You know, a very good job of thinning them out, must say here.
You just get these choppers out of here real fast. It's always a good idea to try to take out fragile targets just to kind of take them out of the game. Because what I just did there is, by just taking a moment to destroy those, I basically killed like 2 medium lasers and like 2 SRM-4s, taking them out of the fight.
It's basically a medium mech.
And it took very little effort to do, so that's why it's a good idea to, just take a moment to squish those vehicles real fast.
That has to be what we're after. Bringing it aboard the Leopard. That's not something that should just be laying around.
So we didn't get hit by the Mercs yet. Hopefully they attempt a dropship ambush.
Target destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
Ryback says, the campaign is basically an expanded tutorial. Career is the real game. I cannot possibly agree more with that. Like, I think that the only reason I'm playing MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries as long as I have been is solely because of the career mode. The career mode, I think, single-handedly saved MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries from being a far lower replay. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Here we go, here we go.
I was gonna say the way you can tell is if there's any circle on the ground, and there was no circle on the ground there.
Enemy ship landing at your
Oh, that's like the
location.
telltale symbol? Or the
Yeah.
telltale indicator? Not a detail I've noticed. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Good eye.
New target
It's
located.
kind of weird that the Northwind Islanders would be in such a low-level mission, because they're a pretty important mercenary company.
I feel like they're B company.
I'm blue in your heart, right, Commander?
Destroyed.
It's like they're like noob mechs. They're like trainees.
I may have accidentally blown up the commando's arm there. I hope I didn't blow anything super important up on it.
Yeah, no, his arm's still attached.
Oh,
Although the flea has got to say on death door.
yeah, the flea's on its like death's door. Welcome to the show, Lycan Metal.
Hello, buddy.
I keep thinking about buying Pal World. I keep seeing it 25% off because, like, Lycan Metal's a big fan of Pal World, and Pal World is a game where I can, like, basically build the Capellan Confederation or the Draconis combined. I can basically build a factory and enslave people and force them to work for me for free, and then, like, kill them if they disobey me. But I could build the Coordinator's Palace in Pal World if I wanted to. But, like, I keep thinking of buying it. Every time it goes on 25% off, I'm like, I could buy Pal World.
Sounds like a Temu factory right there.
Yeah, I want to build the... it's like, every time I play a survival crafting game, I want to build the Coordinator's Palace, and now beneath it, I'm going to add in the deep sector from Nikkei, where we perform our illegal experiments on people. Like, we, like, torture people for science, basically. Like, that's what I basically, like, need in all of my crafting games now. I'm going to grab a Shadowhawk and a Locust, I guess.
Unfortunately, not the Shadowhawk we need, but it's a Shadowhawk.
We did take out 30 ground vehicles, though. That is 400,000 C-bills, 3 Tier 1 small lasers, 5 heat sinks, and that takes us up to level 4 in War Dog. You know, I'm a little surprised we're slow on War Dog. That's the vehicle kills, but at the same time, that is one that I don't mind being slow on. I'd much rather be slow on War Dog, because, like, that's a very easy one to build up. Oh, well, look at this. We've got the Kellhounds. Don't tell anyone, but I might kill the Kellhounds for free. Of course, don't tell my employers that. I still need money.
I
There's
have a
Brian's
question.
Legion. Ooh, there's Brian's Legion as well.
We'll make it both.
They're in opposite directions, though. I feel like we should go for Brian's Legion because... they are a lower level company, so I think they're less likely to continue appearing. I'm going to save. The reason I'm going to save is I don't want them to, like, screw me and be, oh, we just left as you got here, asshole. All right, we're going to take a jump. Like, what are we doing? And, like, we're deep inside the Federated Suns territory. They're like, what is this guy doing here? I'm like, what are you doing here?
I have a question for you as well, Fox. It's kind of like a mecha genre series question rather than a MechWarrior 5.
Look at this
question.
path I have to take.
Oh my goodness. Can you go the other way?
No! They just want me to waste more time. Okay, we'll do
The
it.
stars have been like placed like perfectly away from each other.
Yeah, the jump, you know, like you don't understand the intricacies of jump ship technology. We can't just jump anywhere we want to. It's based on like the proximity of the stars and like the way that they interact with each other. Like gravitational forces will not allow such a thing to happen. This is so okay. We just got the hint on Rise of Rasslag. Look, I know I said we would go and get. Well, no. Rise of Rasslag is all. Oh, big payout, big payout. Unfortunately, we have to work for the Federated Suns, which like makes me slightly nauseous. But you know what? I will do it if it means we get Brian's Legion.
If they've got any allies, we'll just flatten them. What did you think of the Victor, by the way?
Much better than I forgot to use the assault knuckle. I will say that I didn't use the assault knuckle, but much
If I'm being
better
honest,
than
it's hard to bring it in. To be completely honest.
much better than the previous one. It didn't get all that hot, so like I kind of wonder if we could go to medium lasers just for a little bit of extra range, because like it didn't have any heat troubles whatsoever. But like just the thought. This mission has a drop weight of 200, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the weird mechs that we had again. Like I'm gonna go ahead and this was a viewer requested mech. We've got the Blackjack with all flamers, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. If you guys have a mech that you want me to build, I will do it. In fact, let me go ahead and I will plug the Discord. Just submit your builds in the Discord, and I will build them. I'll even paint them whatever color you want them to be, and it can be your mech. I will credit you for the build. I'm not promising that it's going to work miracles. I'm not going to say that it's, oh, what an amazing build it was. It'll have to prove itself. But I will do whatever builds you submit. In we go, though. I should have looked at what mission type this was, but
It's assassination.
Okay, assassination. That's fine though. But yeah, it looks like Rise of Rasslag is barreling in on us. I guess I thought we would have more time in between them, but I guess not.
Yeah, they're pretty. I know it's only the first like 3 missions I want to say, and then you get like a bit of time again.
Yeah, I feel like we need some assault mechs, but unfortunately the assault mechs we've chosen are either not very good or not. We're not chosen. You guys, I don't have to accept any blame for this. I want to emphasize that.
We are wiping our hands clean.
Yeah, I'm not accepting any blame for this.
We could try for the King Crab, but to be honest, you nearly need assault mechs to fight that mission. That mission is crazy.
Yeah, I guess what we have to do after we do the Rise of Rasslag introductory quest, we need to beeline it to bow and arrow and stop the launch.
And maybe X marks the spot a bit of time as well. Get the
yeah, that also. Yeah, we need to make sure that we got some like heavy hitters for, because like there is one mission in Rise of Rasslag that's not very enjoyable.
We also need to make sure we've got some
Javelin.
heavy rifles if we're going to do the heavy rifle build. Although, to be honest with you, we could probably do some AC5s as well on the King Crab power, and it'll be just as good.
I'm just going to let you guys get him while I do the more important job of picking up this cargo off the ground.
Brilliant.
Wait, is this a bad guy? I can't tell. He's so burnt up.
Yes.
Okay, he's a bad guy. I forgot if we brought a javelin or not.
We did not.
Target destroyed.
This mech is honestly not bad. I know it was kind of a joke build, but it's actually not bad.
It's like the mini fire hammer.
Yeah, it's basically the 45-ton fire. Oh yeah, jump jets are going to be great when you're being set on fire.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
And flamers are perfectly accurate too. They're basically like lasers in terms of accuracy. Do not try to aim the flames. Just aim straight at the target. The flames are just for show, but the actual mechanics of the weapon. He shut down in midair. That's funny.
I just punched this guy PVC on.
But yeah, the actual mechanics of this weapon, it's perfectly straight like a laser. So just aim straight forwards. Looks like you have a question down in the chat, Doctor.
Sheriff, how you doing?
Always good to
All
restock on
good,
ammo.
all good. She had the nurses around today. They're doing like some checks on her. I don't know, just periodic checks, and everything's very happy. So all is good in that hood.
What about, I heard a story that what wasn't doing as good were the fish.
Oh my god. Yeah, we had a crazy storm on
New
Friday.
target,
Like, say
quick
crazy
draw.
storm to someone who lives in Florida,
I have a
but
visual on the
crazy
targets.
as,
Take them
you know,
out.
I mean,
what we're
if
used
it's
to.
crazy, if it knocks the power out, it's sufficiently crazy.
Well, it knocked out the power not only in my house, but in like a third of the entire population of Northern Ireland. So it was pretty brutal, and I think it broke a wind speed record in the island of Ireland that had been held since like 1945 or something. So that's quite a long time, obviously. And yeah, so I keep like 4 aquariums of tropical fish at the minute. Well, I did, and unfortunately one of them kind of got smoked because the power went out and they lost their heat. And before I could realise that I could basically do anything about it, so I had to start travelling like basically hour-long round trips to get like hot water from my parents' house where the power didn't go out, and like fill buckets of warm water and like move it like just one after the other to my house to like fill in hot water into the aquariums, and I ended up losing like probably $150 worth of fish, which was a bit gutting, but what can one do?
That's crazy. So, without the power, how cold does it get inside the house? Like, without the heating, how cold does it get?
No, bear with me, I need to do some unit conversions here.
Well,
But
we have an
the
international audience, so dude, you know, both. Like, there are definitely people
So-
who do Celsius.
12 degrees Celsius, which was 53 degrees Fahrenheit inside the house.
So the fish couldn't survive 53 degrees? Are they very
No, because
sensitive to the temperature?
They're tropical. They want to be like probably. They probably want to be like. I would say they survive 18, which is about 65. They're going to want to be like 75 probably. So most of the fish I keep.
Now, when the power went out, were you already like, oh damn, the fish are gonna be in trouble, or was it later on where you were just like, oh no, the heat? Like, was it?
I was. Yeah, I was like so focused on like Violet the baby, like making sure that she could get like warm and taking her to my parents' house, that I wasn't like in any way focused on the fish. So I kind of forgot about them. But at the point that but at that point I couldn't have done anything about it anyway, because my parents' power was out on the Friday, and then theirs only came back on the Saturday. So that was the only time I would have been able to do anything about it, and they were already dead at that stage. So yeah, they were literally just cooked. There was nothing I could do about them. And the ones that survived were well, actually, there was one time with my fish that survived. That
What was
probably
your first hint? Like, when did you first realize that like this isn't good?
Whenever I finally got some warm water and then went into the, like, where the aquariums are, and then like seen them all lying at the bottom of the tank, was actually the first time I even thought they would be dead. I honestly thought that they would. I didn't think the aquarium's temperature would drop that fast, and it did. It dropped like crazy fast.
Oh yeah, and look at this. Like, yeah, there was no circle at the extraction.
Yeah. Only one.
Looks like Brian's Legion is just in time for the cookout.
Barbecue. Where is he? Bro is like.
Yes, come down. Very safe down here. Wait, do they not even? Are they so shit that they don't get a dropship? Did they literally walk onto the battlefield?
No way.
Are they so shit that they don't deploy with
They
a?
walk. Bro.
Oh
yeah,
my
they walk.
god.
That
Oh,
is
you
hard.
hate to see it. You hate to see it.
They are really in the gutters.
These guys are so shit that they don't get deployed by a fucking leopard.
You know, I'm gonna start walking next and speed us up. You got that thing covered, I think.
Yeah, he's cooked.
That blackjack is kind of nasty, to be honest.
It's surprising. It's surprising. I will say it is pleasantly surprising. I mean, I'm gonna try some other builds with it as well, but yeah, the all flamers build, it's a real one. Pleasantly surprised, especially at such a lightweight level.
It's like a fire starter, but it's like also got like more flamers and also more armor. So I know it's a little bit slower, granted, but maybe it shouldn't be surprised.
Well, the Firehammer did pretty well as well. I would say I think this is proportionately probably better, just because, like, I mean, 8 flamers at 70 tons isn't as good as 8 flamers at 45 tons, but they still both performed well both ways.
I'm not even convinced that the Firehammer had 8. I think it had 6, maybe.
Yeah, maybe it had, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
I know
But I think
the
it's
Hunchback,
better.
the 4P can do 9, I think.
Ooh, that crab lost a nice weapon.
All right, we got Brian's Legion. I'll take the quick draw, I guess. All right, so we leveled up with the Bounty Hunter again. We get 2.5 million C-bills, a Crusader 2R, which has Endo Steel. We got 2 Tier 5 Gauss rifles, 2 Tier 5 Artemis with LRM-20 with the Artemis system, 2 Tier 5 ERPPCs, 3 tons of Gauss ammo, 3 tons of Artemis ammo, 3 double heat sinks, and the Platinum Heavy color scheme. So that's why it is worth it to do work for... I'm going to try to get us back. Actually, you know what? I don't know where it's going to take us. The
energy are honestly one of the better ones.
So
as
if
well,
we just
but
if we just take this contract, it will just take us somewhere, and it's going to take us. Actually, it's going to take us back north. Isn't that where Stop the Launches? Stop the Launches in Steiner territory, so that's
Yes.
probably a good idea.
Yep,
Yeah.
let's do it.
So yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
And these missions aren't too bad actually.
Yeah. These are just these introductory ones. I don't think there's any mechs to buy. Yeah, there's nothing good here. All right, let's go ahead and take that mission. Everything's being repaired, and we're good to go.
You could bin that Crusader though. Oh, well, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I can do it real fast. So once again, I'm not going to read the dialogue or anything. We already did a playthrough where I read everything word for word. So once again, rewatch one of the previous playthroughs if you want to get the full dialogue and everything. The dialogue extends the missions. It basically doubles the length of the missions, having to like read all the dialogue and everything. So we're just going to skip through everything and off we go.
It's also not that exciting to be honest.
Ryback says, burninating the countrysides, burninating the peasants. That's like a super old song.
I love this like docking sequence that they
They-
deployed 4 times.
Yeah, they really got to get their money's worth out of the docking sequence. So Meme sent me a video. The video is titled, Poop is Stored in the Cheeks. I'm not a master of anatomy, but I think that's probably true.
Yeah, I would say so.
It's probably accurate. So we have Christian Man's daughter.
Not
And
my,
let's see what's for sale real fast. Nothing that we want, but we're gonna go and do the mission. Oh, we've got all of these too. Bam, bam. The only truth that sticks. I don't even know what these are. We're just gonna grab those. Okay, so the first mission is, I'm pretty sure it's that one where there's the neutral guys that we don't want to fight. Oh yeah, that's right. We're fighting for the Independents, and the Independents think we are a bunch of no good, dookie, stinky heads. So like, we are not going to get very good rewards out of this. So I'm probably just going to take the C-bills.
yeah.
I'm going to take a fast mech because this is the mission where we kind of need to get out quickly. So I'm going to go in the Javelin High there.
I might just go for this just to like, in case we need to blast.
Okay, I'm going to bring one
We
of
only
these.
need one person to get to the end.
Bring some long range. I'm bringing a mixture of some weapons here. Let me see. There we go. Got some like long range, mid range, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Should be good. Ryback says, free Rasselhag. There's the dialogue right there. I mean, that's basically the story. Let me see.
My unit fought and died in the Fourth Succession War to
No one
liberate
cares,
the
let's go.
Rasselhag people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House
You didn't die that much because you're still living.
But Duke
Yeah, he's still
Elfrance
here.
hired goons, the Guter
Goons.
Society, have come in and treated the
Gooners.
Rasselhag natives of
Gooning.
Denmark like indentured servants. I can no
He's
longer
gooning-
turn a
he's
blind
making his
eye to the
indentured servants
demoralized
goon.
treatment of my people. but I cannot move against
And that
the
is
society or Duke
commitment to the
Kelswa
Gunning
openly.
cause.
He can't
I
edge
need you to
against the
take
society or
Dammerung
Duke
society
Kelswa.
off the board,
He can't
or the
break
natives
Duke
of Ketchbat will
Kelswa's
continue to
gooning
suffer.
streak.
Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely.
Good old Tor
Good luck,
Miraborg.
Commander.
I swear, Tor, I want to kill him. If there's ever a character you wanted to like end, it's him.
Target acquired.
Yeah, and I think he even survives his daughter too. Like his daughter dies, but he doesn't. I think he survives her.
I know, and after like the whole big like dramatization he makes about the daughter as well.
Identify them as the Blankenberg Beaters.
The beaters. Hey, beater.
New target.
They're called a society mech warrior. Like, we live in a society.
For once, I'll take it.
Not everybody.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, he crashed into me. Not good. I don't want to be crashed into.
Good kill, but wasted a lot of parts.
Oh my god.
There.
If there's someone I want to kill, it's this bitch who's like always concerned about stuff she doesn't need to be concerned about.
Whatever one she is, can we get rid of her?
Destroyed. Target destroyed.
I think we need to do like a chat group to like sack her. I got really beat up there.
Well, here comes the next wave. I'm glad the high there didn't take that much damage from that collision. I was a little worried about it.
Target acquired.
It's an ambush!
Target destroyed.
They're all basically on me. I think that's why I'm taking so much damage.
I don't know what you did to them to make them so mad, but yeah, they definitely seem very invested.
I think they're offended that I suggested they could be defeated by a Charger, and they're like, we'll show you.
We will see who charges who.
Oh, Charger, a Victor, sorry. Someone like disrespected me by like fielding a Victor against me, I'd probably be offended.
So we got a comment from Out of Shards. I just got the Bounty Hunter level 5 for smacking the Kellhounds, and I got the Kintaro 19B. That does sound correct to me.
Yep.
Shut
Not bad
down
mag either.
and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Magnussen.
You know him?
New
Yeah, his name is Hakan Magnussen, an old friend from the tier resistance of Rasselhag. Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
target.
Damn it. This complicates things. Commander, our main objective is still to destroy the Dammerung Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all cost. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to the tier forces. They might not know it now, but they're our allies in all of this. They will be marked as a third force on your HUD. Avoid contact if you can, but also don't let the Dammerung Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand, try to disable their mechs without destroying them.
Why do they want me so bad? I'm just like snooping around. I'm not even doing anything.
New target Thunderbolt. Target acquired.
Time for some surgical removal.
I'm reading half of the primary targets destroyed. Keep this momentum going.
Target acquired.
Got the Dammerung forces taking critical damage.
It's just
You're
not forces?
almost there, Commander.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock him out.
I'm reading
And now I'm outta here.
more Gotti Dammerung
Yeah, everyone,
targets in the
turn off your
combat
our
zone.
guys' guns, maybe. I don't know if it's good. But
Yep.
Head to the exfil sites at the marked nav point.
I'm gonna hide.
Thor, do you have a way of contacting this Magnussen?
If my tier communication codes are still
Nice and
valid
clean, there we
after all
go.
these years, I should be able to. Why?
I don't want another debacle like this to happen again.
I like how they're like yapping away and
Maybe
we're just
there is
taking
some
more
way we can
damage.
help each other out here.
Okay, but I need
warn you, Christian. Con is highly ambitious and self-serving. Be cautious around him. He'll likely sell you out if he
Goodness,
feels
they're
it
not just
suits
blasting
his
that.
personal
Yeah, we're just getting our asses kicked right now because they won't shut up and extract.
The call. We'll see what he has to say first.
We've got you, Commander.
They just killed our Jaeger mech because they will not shut up.
Centurion. Target destroyed.
That's so dumb. Like, they could have yapped about that afterwards in a cutscene.
Yeah, but instead they're like, oh, we're not going to get you out immediately. Like, we've got other things. We need to, like, talk about some bullshit.
No, they wasted it as well. I actually don't even have a replacement AC5 for that either.
Let me see what we got here. Both of the AC5s were destroyed?
We don't even have any replacement ones. You'd have to put
Well,
down a tier 1.
It's going into the bin for now. We will mess with it again later on. Okay, this is the one, this is like the base destruction one.
Yep.
I'm just gonna take the money again, to be
Careful,
honest.
Commander.
I remember
The
right
sensors
saying
are
this mission's a
malfunctioning due to the
bit
weather, and your
beefy.
visibility
Yeah,
on
it could
the
get
station
a
will be
little spicy if I
compromised
remember
as well.
right. I'm probably gonna bring a LRM mech. Or maybe not. The 2RB needs service. Unless I can cheat and make it like... Yeah, I guess I won't do that.
2 hours there, I guess, if you want to do it.
I need the 2RB because it has the heat sinking. Because it has the endo steel. So I will not do that. I will instead do... Because it's in a desert as well. I'm going to do the 2W.
I'll tell you what. Let's just flatten them. Let's not mess around.
Well, let me see what else I can put in then.
I can imagine myself overheating quite quickly, but we'll see.
I think that's about as good as this. Yeah, I can't go any higher than that.
55. I think we're 55.
There we go.
That's about the height of it.
All right, there we go. It's going to be spicy. There's no doubt about it. Like in Metal says, yap to the afterlife. Actually, oh, the repairs. The repairs completed. The repairs completed.
Nice.
Okay, now I can actually provide some fire support. Ryback says, I like it, referring to the Kentaro. Yeah, the Kentaro B, that one is... I mean, pretty much all the Kentaros are decent, but those ones are a bit more upgraded.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
What is the
good thing is
differences
they're all-
between them? The only real differences between them is some of them have, like, ferrofibrous armor, and they just have some bonus stuff to help save space.
Also have Narc, I think, as well.
While
isn't
the
there?
Guter Damarong society might
Narc
be the
beacon.
thugs terrorizing the Rasgalian people of
The hero mech is quite different than the
Make no
Golden Boy.
mistake, the one tugging their leash
It's good
is
and
Nicole
bad,
Kelswa,
like, it's got a
who
nice amount of
Selby's
weapons and
niece.
stuff, but I don't like the
She
speed of it.
and the Kelswa guard are the ones that have
Skeetsfar says that he's glad that I use the cockpit view. Yeah, I'll use third person periodically, but I actually don't like third person because in first person I can also be more precise. Like when I shoot lasers, it's way more precise.
That kind of leads me to ask a question. So you've obviously played Armored Core 6 and you're planning to play MechWarrior, and then obviously this game. So this game being a little bit more rigid style in first person, and the other game being third person. Which, do you have a preference on the style? Like, would you prefer to play first person mecha games, or...
I would not prefer to play Armored Core in first person at all. Our first person Armored Core would be extremely disorienting. It's
Do you
basically...
prefer that style, though?
It just depends on the speed of the game. If the game is slow, then I do not want to go. Then I want to be cockpit view. If the game is fast, then I want to be third person.
And do you prefer a game that's like a mecha game that's faster or slower,
Target acquired.
or no preference, perhaps?
I want them both because they are sufficiently different from each other, and I'm in the mood for different experiences. It's basically like, you know, like what about like hamburgers versus pizza? You know, well, I like hamburger and pizza, but sometimes
No,
I'm more
good
in the
point.
mood for hamburger, and sometimes I'm in the mood for pizza.
Target destroyed.
For some reason, he just let me
Target acquired.
blast.
Incoming missile.
No, I am pretty certain I remember in this mission they literally just send like mech after mech after mech at you, and there's like banshees and all sorts of stuff in this mission. I don't think there are any like really good ones, but I'm pretty sure there is.
Yeah, I'm gonna destroy all of the like vehicles real fast just to.
Target destroyed.
I'm gonna do as much damage to this base as I can, basically before we start getting too much like disruption.
I'm gonna send them into the base with you, and I'm gonna stay on this hill to provide overwatch.
Yeah,
But yeah, for those who didn't catch it, like, yeah, I have played Armored Core 6 if you want to see more mech action games. I did play Armored Core 6, and I will be playing, if Armored Core 6 comes out with a DLC, I will play the Armored Core DLC as well. And I will play Mecha Break when it comes out.
Target acquired.
Because I do feel like we are going to be... I'm not super confident in whether or not Piranha Games is going to continue supporting MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Maybe they will. I don't have like a...
Target acquired.
I don't have like, you know, rock solid justification for that. That's just a gut feeling. But I am concerned about it. I am concerned about the idea of... Piranha Games cutting support to MechWarrior 5.
Incoming missile.
I am just wrecking this guy right now. This should do it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This? Yeah, I knew there was a big mech here somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna target the Zeus because it's a little bit thin on armor.
Target received. Engaging.
I'm gonna
Actually,
use
I've got I got a commando on me right now. Actually, I'll have my allies deal with the commando while I focus on the Zeus to weaken it.
if you're happy enough, I'm just gonna keep destroying stuff. If you need help, let me know immediately.
They're beginning a counter bombardment on me.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and just take go at that just as well. Destroy
The
some
Zeus
walls
is
and
actually pretty beat up. If you want, you can probably finish him off. All right, I'm switching to the Orion. I think you got the Zeus under control. It's just like the never-ending hail of LRMs wearing them down. Oh man, I think you scored a headshot on him.
not the hardest one to get. That sort of center body head.
All power signatures
Okay,
across
job
That's a
done.
demolisher tank.
I don't know why I thought there was a bunch in this mission. Maybe it was just I'm getting mixed up.
Christian will need to make a show of at least trying to chase us down. Let's not be here when his forces show up.
Oh, there we go. Let's see. Was I wrong?
You and your collection of freeloading deadbeats have now failed in defending this system from both pirates and terrorists. Expect my uncle to be
Yeah, the bungee just dropped.
competence.
I think it's a 3E.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like that worked out really well. Though that was the intended strategy, though, to use the. Oh wait.
That was a bungee 3S.
Banshee.
I want the Banshee 3S. I'm turning around.
Okay.
It's so slow. I should be able to pound the crap out of it by the time it gets here. So.
There's also a bunch of. Can you get rid of those scorpions? They're like even more annoying in a minute.
Targeting the Scorpion.
Oh my goodness, they're ready to destroy my arms.
Target destroyed.
They're
Target
really
acquired.
annoying. I'm gonna do some flanking maneuvers in that Banshee. If you want to start bombarding it. Actually, scrap that. I'm gonna take out that Warhammer before it gets here.
Focusing fire.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Banshee. I'm gonna start weakening it. We can't even salvage it. I just want to destroy it for my own bloodlust.
Alright, I have just overheated. That is not a good time to overheat. Wow.
Wilco, focusing fire.
Amazingly, I'm still in one piece.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, the Banshee's caught up to me. But it's in really bad shape.
Good job.
Target
Such a
destroyed.
nasty mech, that.
New target commander.
All right, I'm going to start backpedaling my way out of here. Wait, did I hit a rock? Okay.
New target Thunderbolt. Target acquired.
This is another thing I like about LRM mechs. I can like backpedal towards the objective and provide fire. I can fight and retreat at the same time.
We've got you,
And we could
Commander.
do even better too. We could upgrade into Artemis, but I'm not allowing. There's like an embargo on Lost Tech until we reach the end of the game, until 3049.
I love that mech, that Banshee 3S.
2.9 million C-bills. That wasn't too bad.
It didn't even show up anyway.
Yeah, we couldn't have. I mean, there was no way we could have salvaged it either way. I just wanted to destroy it. Because I'm like a guy who likes to destroy things.
Yeah, it's a good test.
We got a Crusader 3R out of it. This was the DLC that introduced the Crusader, so that makes sense. All right, I think they released us from that contract as well, so... Yeah, and we're way up here. So I guess one thing we really got to do before the next stream would be try to knock out some of these hero mechs that we can get in preparation for it. Okay, we do have the Grey Death Legion already. They dumped us right next to them. I think we're doing pretty good overall, but we have a bunch of missions here, like Dragons in Sheep's Clothing, Those in Need, Crimson Crusade, Rise of the Black Dragon.
Sidewinder wouldn't be a bad mech to go for, to be fair.
What is this one? Blood Minerals. I don't know where, I don't know if that mission has popped up yet, the...
Rex marks a spot I think you have to go to the hub that it's in, and I can't remember which one it is.
I mean, we can figure it out later, though. We're running up on time. It is an hour and 56, so like, I'm going to go ahead and save, and I would say that is pretty good for now, overall. Yeah. So if there are any last-minute questions, I will answer them before I head on out of here, and I'll, of course, show you the schedule before I go. But, we did it. We got through Kestrel Lancers, and we got the beginning of, what do you call it? Rise of Rasselhag done. Down in the chat, there is another link to the Discord. I am going to create a new section in the Discord for your guys' build ideas, because like I'll forget them if I don't. So in the MechWarrior 5 section, this would be the place where you could suggest builds and whatnot. And yes, if you submit a build here for one of the compatible mechs we're doing, you could tell me what you want me to put on it and what the color scheme you want on it is. And I will pilot your mech build and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, just make sure it's one of the mechs that we are working on. You can see in the vote results right over here. These are the mechs that we are using in the series. Once again, it's the Flea, Panther, Commando, Javelin, the Shadowhawk, Crab, Hatchetman, Kentaro, Blackjack, the Marauder, Jaegermech, Grasshopper, Archer, and the Annihilator, King Crab, Victor, Marauder 2, and Corsair. That's what I would... recommend doing. In addition to that, if you join the Discord, you can chat with me. I am in the Discord basically every single day, both in the text chat and in the voice chat. And I also play games with people. So if you play any of the games that I play, you can certainly join in. In particular, what I play on I play a lot of different games, but in particular on the list here, like in our gaming area, I play Warframe, Warcraft. I play a lot of Warcraft. I play a lot of the First Descendant, Terraria, Goddess of Victory, Nikke, State of Decay, MechWarrior 5, of course, Fortnite, Dragon Ball games, Don't Starve, 7 Days to Die, and of course we talk about stuff like food and stuff like that in the entertainment district as well. Not that that's a playable game. Find the Annihilator? Yeah, I mean, if we can get one, like that's one. If it's not one thing, it's another. Anyways, I would say that is pretty good. Any closing thoughts, Doctor, or are you ready to get out of here?
I'm ready to get rocking and rolling, I think, to be honest.
All right, well, as usual, thanks for being real, chat, but it's time for the Doctor and I to dip out. So deuces, everyone. Oh, wait, no, I didn't show you the schedule. The schedule. Oh. I don't know what made me remember it at the last minute, but here's the schedule. Today's the 31st, the last day of January. So this week, we played Goddess of Victory Nikkei on Twitch on Tuesday. Then we played MechWarrior 5 on Wednesday on YouTube. I do my mech games. Any mech games I'm going to play on YouTube because currently that's what the algorithm has me pinned for mech games. So, you know, if I play Mecha Break or something like that, that will be. Also, if you don't know what Mecha Break looks like, you're like, what am I talking about? I will show you a quick trailer of it. Wait, this is not... This is a different section. This is the cursed images section. We need to go to residential district questionnaires. This is Mecha Break. It's more of a Gundam style. It's very action-packed, though, I will say that. So that's coming out pretty soon, spring of 2025, so in the next 4 months or so. Very action-packed. It is a PvP game, which means I'll probably do daily PvP videos. I do enjoy me some competition and a very different style. So we can have slow, grinding battle mech action, and then we can have very fast, agile, anime-style mech action, and I like both. I do not discriminate in that regard. I may discriminate against the Federated Sons and House Steiner, but I'm not going to discriminate on my robots. Anyways, I think that's good. Oh, we got a random question. Out of Shard says, you mentioned World of Warcraft. Am I Horde or Alliance? I have always been Alliance since World of Warcraft has ever been a thing. Like I am dyed in the wool blue and gold Alliance. Anyways, that's that. Thanks for being real as usual, chat. But it's time for the Doctor and I to get out of here. So we are dipping out. Deuces, everyone. And remember that you don't have to be good to get good.